Dear brother, welcome back, man. Thanks for coming through. I love you. I value you. Let's get into it. The societal pressures and expectations placed on men can be overwhelming, constantly pushing us to strive for external validation. Pursuing being enough becomes a relentless journey, leading us to question our worth at every turn. However, it's crucial to recognize that within you lies an inherent completeness, a profound sense of sufficiency bestowed upon you by the divine. That's from my new book, Home, Where Hurt Men Heal. Get the book, Christian Winters. It's on Amazon right now. All right? Societal pressures and expectations placed on men can be overwhelming, constantly pushing us to strive for external validation. Hit this book right now. It's on Amazon. External validation. Let's talk about the first man, Adam. Let's talk about Adam. Let's talk about Adam and God making Adam. When God made Adam, he made Adam missing nothing. Adam had everything he would ever need within him. Like, God wasn't crazy. God made a man and God gave him everything. In fact, scripture says that God made everything in 6 days. On the seventh day, he rested. Well, the question I always had was, what did God do on the eighth day? Well, what God did on the eighth day was he transferred all that authority and all that power into the hands of Adam. God never planned on having to do anything else. He had a man. He had a garden. He had a wise man. He had a man filled with all creativity. He had a man that was made in his image and after his likeness. Adam was missing nothing. Just like you, when you were born, you weren't missing anything. And I'm not talking about the conditions you were born in. I'm not talking about whether you grew up in a terrible family environment or a good family environment. I'm not talking about whether you had funds or not. I'm not talking about whether people had education or not, because value has nothing to do with that. Value has to do with you, not what you have or not what you put on, but value has to do with who you are, right? Who you are. We talked about this in the podcast before this. It's about who you are. But we see, that's why I wanted to go all the way back to the first man, Adam, because I want you to see that this battle with value in men started at the very beginning of time, right? Here's Adam. Adam had everything, and you have everything, man. I want to say that to you. You have everything you need to not only survive, but to thrive. You have everything you need to thrive, and because God put it there, right? So this world system convinces us you need this, and you need that, and you need a degree, and you need this amount of money, and you need this. And the truth of the matter is, all the things you chase, if you chase them within, right? Everything you need is already in you, waiting for you to recognize it, right? So I'm not saying the things that we go after aren't important, but you have to go inward to see if what you're chasing even fits who you are. See, that's the system of society, or the system driven. It drives us to go have things or go possess things, because it's not about possessing ourselves, right? Adam had everything he ever needed, right? God prepared him. God built him for it, right? He built him to do everything he needed. And so when Adam, when his wife came, and his wife had the conversation, Eve had the conversation with the serpent, and the serpent convinced her, right? He convinced her that in order for y'all to go to the next level, because that's the societal press now, the next level, or I'm on other levels, or all these things we make up, right? The next level was, hey, add this to your life. Add this to your life and you'll be better. And she was convinced, okay, because of what he said. It was no issue that Eve was convinced. Eve could have ate 95 pieces of fruit, right? But it wasn't until Adam, the guy that God made complete, it wasn't until he looked at the fruit and decided there's something in this that I don't have already. There's something in this that I'm lacking inside, and I need this to make me better. I need this to make me wiser. I need whatever reason he took it. Well, this is the reason he took it. He took it because he believed that he was missing something. And I want to ask you, how many things have you taken or relationships you've gotten into, or crimes you've done, things you jumped into, places you've gone, right? Because you thought you were missing something. Things you chased because you thought you were missing something, right? I gotta get this. I gotta go get that. I gotta have that. Because there's a constant voice in your life saying, you're not enough. You're not enough. If you get this, right, you'll be better, right? You get in shape, you'll be better. And listen, I'm not talking about basic stuff here. I'm talking about deeply spiritual things. So I don't want anybody saying, well, Christian, you got to get in shape. I'm not talking. We all know it's important to be healthy. I'm talking about when the addiction to having a great body is greater than the addiction to having a great soul. I'm talking about when we try to put things on us. Isn't that what Adam did, right? Once Adam took that fruit, right, it messed up his mind. It messed him up because he realized in that moment, I didn't need this. Bro, how many things in your life you look up and say, damn, I didn't even need this. I didn't need this. I didn't need this in my life. Why did I do this? And now you got to spend most of your strength trying to get rid of things in your life. This is why it's important to really assess yourself and say, man, God has given me everything I need. Because you don't want to constantly go off course from your life. Listen to this. There's a course for your life that's in place and in play already. Anytime you find yourself veering off your course to find something, what you're veering off to find is not something you need. Because listen to me clearly, when you are really on the right course as a man in your life, things will wind up on your course. Things will join your path. The woman you need will join your path. If you got to leave your course to find her, she's the wrong one. If you got to leave your course to chase her, she's the wrong one. Anytime you got to leave your lane, you're going in the wrong direction. I don't care how beautiful it is. I don't care how beautiful a woman is. I don't care how great the job offer is and how much. You got to know yourself inside enough to know that no matter how attractive this opportunity is, does it fit who I am as a person? Or am I about to lose my mind thinking I need something when everything I need is already right here? God didn't miss when he made you, bro. He didn't miss. He didn't say, oh, I forgot something. No, he made you complete. The enemy of your mind wants you every day to say, I'm not good enough. I need to add this. I need to add that. You don't need to add anything. That's societal pressure that's adding all that to you. When God came back through the garden, he asked a question. Adam, where are you? Where are you? I can't find you. Where are you? Right? He wasn't asking Adam his location as if God couldn't find Adam. He was asking Adam, look at yourself. Like I'm asking you today, bro, look at yourself. Look at yourself. Have you put on? This is what Adam did. Adam, when he realized he was naked, right? He realized he was naked. He was fine being himself. That's what naked meant in that book. Himself. He was himself. He was fine being himself. He was fine being naked. When was the last time you were fine being yourself? You were fine being naked. I ain't talking about the attitude of I don't care what nobody think. I'm talking about you being fine with you without feeling like there's something else you need to do to be better than you. You can't be better than you. You can be the fullness of you. But the fullness of you is already there, merely waiting your recognition of it. Start pulling stuff off the top of who you are and you'll discover who you are. You don't have to find who you are, you discover. Discover, meaning that if this is who you are, life gets on top of it, right? Job issues, right? Sickness, worry, anxiety, disease, all these things get on top of who you are, but it doesn't take away who you are. As a man, you got to spend your life discovering, not adding to. You don't need to add, you need to discover. Discover who you are, because that's way more important, man. In fact, it's way more healthy, because how many things that you added to your life it took more from you. You added this and it took more from you. You added this person, it took more from you. You don't lose when you reach in your own toolbox, because God wasn't missing anything when he made you. Adam said, man, he said, and this is what he said to God when God said, where are you? He said, I was naked, so I hid. I wasn't myself anymore, so I covered myself up in something. that will perhaps make everybody think I got it together, right? Is that money you got? Is that are you proud of it, or is that what you cover yourself with? I don't got to think about it because I can spend it. I don't got to think about this because I can spend it, right? Is being surrounded by a bunch of chicks, is that really your job? Is it? Or them telling you how great you are, does it allow you to not face who you actually are, right? I've been in those wrapped in bushes, right? Whether it's a 9-piece $1 million suit, whether it's that fly car you go, whether it's the attitude you put on, whether it's your toughness, whatever it is that you put on, to try to act like you're still yourself. I invite you back to yourself. Where are you? He said, I was naked, so I hid. And God asked him a question. Who told you that? Who told you you were naked? Who told you, bro, that you were a mess? Who told you you weren't worth it? Who told you you were trash? Who told you just like your father? Who told you ain't nothing but an alcoholic? Who told you ain't nothing but a dope fiend? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you just an arrogant piece of nothing? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you just a narcissist? Who pegged you like that? Who did you believe that made you hide? Well, come on out. Come on out that hiding place. Because it's time to rediscover you, not for what you have, but for who you are. Adam, where are you? Mike, where are you? Jim, where are you? Terrence, where are you? Bob, where are you? Christian, where are you? Daniel, where are you? Jake, where are you? Right? Where are you? Brian, where are you? Where you at? Where are you? Have you lost yourself in all the things people expect you to have and do and be? Come on back. Where you coming back to? Coming back to you. I love you, bro. You matter to me. Till next time. Rock on.